Hey guys, how are you? I'm Dunya, I'm a vocal coach, and today we're listening to Dimash for another song, but this time it's Sinful Passion. From the title of the song, I think it's gonna be full of passion, but I have no idea what this song is about. I've never listened to it, and I'm so excited to do it with you guys. So let's go.
Ты явилась нежданно, как из лунного сна. О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна только ты одна. Ливни долгие лили, были ночи без сна, но в стуже сердце озарила, как весна, только ты одна. Долгим огнем пылать в мгле и в ненастье. Дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти. Ночь замкнула ресницы, и вокруг тишина. Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Мне нужна только ты одна. Околдован тобою, выпью зелье до дна, и ты вернешь меня из бездны в этот мир. Только ты одна. Долгим огнем пылать в мгле и в ненастье. Дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
Wow. I mean, the only reason why I'm not like applauding or something, it's because my dad is inside like the other room and he's sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. But like, wow, 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 wow. At first, I did not expect that he would go that way. I mean, he keeps on giving me something new. He's not singing every song the same as the previous songs. So each song has its unique identity, and this is what I love the most about Dimash. I'm going to talk a little bit about my impression of the first time I listened to the song. I loved how he started low, and the second verse he changed the octave and he sang in a high pitch. I love that the instrument that is playing with him is the piano at first. And I think the composer that composed Sinful Passion was playing the piano because he mentioned his name at the end and I don't know how to spell it, so I'm not going to spell it, but I think it's him. When he started singing those really high notes, I was mind blown because I did not expect something like that at all. And I want to say something that I've said before, and that is because Dimash has a perfect pitch, he doesn't need any hint to know on which note he's going to play because the music was down, it stopped, and he started singing like it was an a cappella before the music entered again. And this is really hard for a singer who doesn't know how to take any note as a reference. We always need a reference so we can know where to sing. And he doesn't need any reference. I mean, he's really good. He's an instrument by himself. He doesn't need any instrument to follow him. He can be his own instrument. And I mean, his confidence and his presence on stage, you cannot watch Dimash and not get captivated or attracted by him. He's always attracting us, and this is his identity. Like, Dimash cannot go on stage and be invisible. It's not like he forces us, but it's like in his nature. And this is what it's so unique about him. And I mean, this song is so beautiful. I think it was written for Dimash because I don't think anybody can sing this song or can cover this song. And I want to say a final thing before we start the analysis is that Dimash has a great breathing technique. I mean, he kept on singing long notes and even changing the notes in the same breath with many notes. It's something really hard to do if you're not pushing well from your diaphragm, if you're not maintaining your power pretty well. The thing that makes the note sustainable and constant is the power that you have. If you do not have power, you cannot maintain a note, and that means that you will sing the note wrong. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to repeat the song and I'm going to give you my analysis. But before I do that, please, if you're not subscribed yet, I would like you to subscribe so we can reach 10K soon. Thank you.
С песней «Грешная страсть».
I mean, honestly, he deserves to be loved. He deserves respect. I'm not surprised that people love him so much. I mean, I'm starting to love him so much. By the way, I wanted to say that I love the reverb, that it's giving a great effect on his voice. I love the reverb. It gives a great effect.
О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна, только ты одна.
What I love about Dimash is that some singers, they imitate the voice of other singers. And this means that they lose their identity, they lose the voice's identity. I mean, Dimash can sing so high, but also when he sings low, he has his voice identity. I mean, the type of his voice, I love it. The natural type of his voice when he's singing in the low notes. It's so beautiful because he's singing from his chest and he's not singing from his head voice. He's giving a little bit of air. It feels so natural, like this is his voice, and I love it. He's using his full voice right now. he's giving the power and he's using his full voice. And I think this voice is so beautiful. I mean, I loved it when he was singing high, but I mean, as much as I love it in the high notes, I love it as well in his.
Ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
I just want to say, like, let's pause a little bit about his voice, and I just want to say that the composer did a great job with the music. I mean, I'm a musician as well, and I'm a composer as well, and I've studied composition and I've studied how to write songs. So I'm telling you that this music, you're going to love it because it's not like something you usually listen. Like every day you can listen to this kind of music or this kind of melodies. You feel like it's dreamy, and it reminded me a little bit of the acoustic album of Above and Beyond. They have this kind of signature in them.
Ночь сомкнула ресницы, и вокруг тишина.
This one, the one who's holding the triangle, is so sweet. Like he's just waiting for ping. This is what he does. And I just want us to appreciate the fact that people who play the triangle are awesome people. And we need them as much as we need the bass, the guitar, the piano, and everything. And I love the fact that the director is showing us the triangle player. He's not like ignoring him, and that's really good. He's using the vibrato a little bit at the end of every song. I personally don't like a lot of vibrato, but in this case, because the song is like that, he has to do it. We can't ignore the feelings of Dimash. He's full of passion. Like the song should be called Full of Passion, not Sinful Passion. Because he's full of passion. I mean his eyes are singing, his face is singing, his lips, his ears, his hands, his fingers, even his nails, his body, his chest, everything. He's singing with his head voice right now. He's singing many techniques in the same song. This means he's such a professional. And I want to say that those notes are really hard because it's not like a melody that you usually hear, or it's like similar to something else. It's totally new, it's totally unusual. This means he has to know the notes pretty well in his head. I don't think this was even a challenge for Dimash because he has these notes in his head, and the composer just like wrote them for him, and Dimash is playing them with his voice. This is an E, but I think it's an E6. I mean, wow. Yeah, this is an E. Super beautiful. I love the echo effect. Like you can hear it after he stopped singing. Listen again. Okay, this technique is like he's giving a lot of air between the notes. It's not a staccato, but it's kind of a staccato, but he's giving a little bit of air and he's singing the notes like he's trembling. We don't usually sing that technique anymore. I love that he's doing it right now, and I love that the director is focusing on his hand while he's doing it. So beautiful. Like you can feel he's shaking his hand while he's doing it. I want to say that this note is out of the register that he's singing right now. He's out of the scale that he's singing, and doing that is very challenging if you do not have a perfect pitch. But because Dimash has a perfect pitch, he doesn't need any hint for this melody or even to get back to the scale. That's why he can move and do whatever he wants. He can sing whatever he wants and get back to the scale that he was singing. If you're listening to Dimash for the first time, you'd be like, wait, he's out of the tune. Like, it's something wrong, but it's not. And that's why he's a master. Okay, I want to say that high note was a B. He went like a D, E, and then he went until he reached the B. And I think it's like a B6. I mean, wow. And he reminded me of the singer of Guns N' Roses. Like he had this type of voice when he used to sing this high, but he damaged his voice. And I don't want to say that I'm scared if Dimash is going to damage his voice, because he already knows how to sing and he knows his capacity and his potential. But if he does it a lot of time, like excessive times, even if it's Dimash, he's going to harm his voice. But I think he's such a professional one, so he knows what he's doing. But it's something that's unnatural because we don't usually listen to this kind of voice or this type of voice or even these high notes, and it's so beautiful. I love how he went the crescendo with the notes, and especially like super fast, and it means like he's like playing the piano with his voice, and this is so nice. And this is so hard, by the way, because if you want to practice on these notes like to be so fast, you have to practice on them while being slow. I love the expression of this guitarist. I mean, he's like surprised and he's like speechless. He's just looking like, what just happened? What the hell just happened here? I mean, was that real? Because he has this poker face and it's funny. By the way, I've seen this composer before, but I don't remember where. Did he compose something else? Oh, now I get it. So the one who was playing the triangle is actually the percussionist because he's playing the percussions. I like it. And I like the composer got a lot of instruments and percussion instruments in this song. What a song. I mean, honestly, at first I did not expect something like that, but he keeps on surprising me. So guys, this was my reaction for Dimash, Sinful Passion. I hope you liked it because honestly, this was my genuine reaction. Please let me know in the comments below if you want me to listen to something else for Dimash. And I just want to say thank you and thank you for subscribing. And don't forget that I'm here because of you. Bye guys!